Police development and its relationship with communities. A police unit is a criminal enforcement department, which is one of the most powerful constituents of the criminal justice system. As a unit of the law enforcement department, the police unit has a major responsibility of regulating and controlling community affairs. The primary responsibility of the police unit is to maintain order, implement laws, protect citizens, and prevent any form of crime in society. The American Police Unit is highly trained on issues of law enforcement, crime prevention, and crime deterrence. Apart from issues of law enforcement, the police unit has a major responsibility of maintaining peace and security in society. This research paper will discuss how the historical development of the police unit in the U.S. relates to the current relationship between police and different ethnic and social classes. For the last 3 decades, different people including scientists and scholars have developed an interest in studying the American police unit. The current police system in the U.S. has deep roots in Great Britain, and most of the American government systems were all inherited from Britain, including the common law and the modern law enforcement unit. Most ideas related to issues of community policing, crime deterrence, constables, and sheriffs were all inherited from Britain. The 19th century marks the period of transition in the history of the American police unit. It was during this time that the modern police unit was formed and its role in society became well defined. During the beginning of the 19th century, the police unit was accepted in society and its services became more significant. As such, the relationship between the police and the community started to improve. American society is a multicultural one since it is made up of people with different ethnic backgrounds. Today, people of different ethnic groups continue to migrate to the U.S., causing an increase in the population. The increasing diversity in American society raises a lot of concern because of the emerging problems. Majorly, American society comprises people of African and Hispanic origins and Caucasians. The image of American society displays all kinds of people ranging from the poor, middle class, and the rich. Its population consists of different people in terms of class, race, culture, and ethnicity. The relationship between the police and different ethnic groups has not been one of the best. According to research carried out in the U.S., there is a bigger number of minority groups, Hispanics and African Americans, who are incarcerated every year compared to white Americans. Such cases of modern slavery and discrimination have greatly affected the relationship between the police and the community. Because of such levels of discrimination, there is no trust between the police and minority groups, especially blacks. A study of the criminal justice system reveals that discrimination against minority groups is relatively high. This has affected the relationship between different ethnic groups and the police unit. Cases of racial discrimination have remained relatively high, and minority groups are more likely to be arrested, convicted, and imprisoned compared to white Americans. Records from the criminal justice system reveal that police have constantly shot African Americans without valid reasons. A case in which a young African American man was shot at least 41 times while trying to reach for his wallet by police is an excellent example of how they treat minority groups. It is evident that the police unit continues to treat all African American people as criminals. This has also affected the police-community relationship. However, the emergence of the community policing system has changed the whole situation. The concept of community policing has brought improvements to the overall racial climate, and now the police-community relationship has improved significantly. An evaluation of both traditional policing and community policing clearly reveals that the relationship between the community and police is improving for the better. With community policing, police officers and community members have now developed mutual respect and trust. The concept has not only improved the police-community relationship but also increased the level of security and resolved the existing conflicts. This has now created a harmonious relationship between the police unit and different ethnic groups in the U.S. The transition from traditional policing to modern community policing has enabled positive changes in society. It has significantly brought improvements and helped in eradicating discrimination as well as solving social and economic problems faced by minority groups. Although this concept cannot totally solve all underlying issues faced by Americans, it can help improve the relationship between the police and the community for a better society. Issues of racial discrimination have existed for a long time in the regime of traditional policing, but improvements have been observed with the emergence of community policing. It is, therefore, true to argue that community policing cannot wholly eradicate racism, classism, and ethnocentrism among others, but it can help the police unit to bring much-needed change to society.